Collection time. This is Arva Hall. I kind of screwed the pooch on donating so many troops last round. So I don't know that I'll be able to salvage this, honestly. I think I'm going to be perpetually a few steps behind in the map in terms of attackability. But we're going to try. I do want to see it through with the strategy that we mapped out. We got to manipulate happiness a lot here. I did plant arch number 5 last round, but we're still quite a ways away from the happiness metric. That pops in 25 minutes. I want to collect those before I delete them. But we're gonna have to delete a butcher as well, which is actually kind of fine because that's the thing I did in Conrear was collect and delete that whole back row and turn that into tile houses for extra farms. So I actually don't hate that possibility. We've actually probably got the advantage on farms right now, so let's consolidate this. Get another aqueduct in here, or amphitheater, sorry. 275, so when these pop, we'll collect and delete both of them, move these cottages into that location, plant amphitheater number 3 just for this collection. Not on point. These aqueducts are helping me attack, but I screwed up and donated troops instead of planting more aqueducts. I don't mind the upside down happiness as long as I'm actually able to fight, you know. So there's a couple missed. We got cottages and tile houses coming up in about 30 minutes. We'll come back to Arva Hall. I missed some things here in Arva Hall, but recording this just to also share with you guys my learning experience, honestly. Like, I'm playing with a bare bones main city, and there is some unique challenges to that. I'm not disappointed in it though. 3 farms, 5 arches, ton of cottages. I've been able to print and donate troops as well as resources pretty consistently, and this full action bar bugs me, but in the grand scheme of things, this is actually a pretty legitimate baby city. Let's jump over to Conrear. It's getting unnecessary, but it is a lot of fun to play on Conrear. It is possible to do. I think the biggest advantage in Conrear is just those the attack stats. Like I said, it's not so much the initial starting resources like the extra coin or supplies to start opening. It's mostly just this attackability, where the handful of ballista that I printed are going to last me for a very long time. And when we do get to a donation node, I've already printed plenty of archers for the purpose of donating. It's just that's the biggest difference. It's not so much how many resources you start with, it's your attack ability to keep the troops that you've printed, to keep those alive. Here's collection, no happiness to manipulate, and everything is ready. So let's see what we get. We got 16,000 coin already and 174,000 supplies. So I think this will be pretty unnecessary, honestly. Pretty healthy. Last season, I waited until Saturday to start planning attack stuff. The season before that, I started planning attack stuff on Tuesday, and the last video I did on this Conrear progress, I figured that Tuesday was a little too early, Saturday was a little too late, and the sweet spot was Thursday morning, Friday night, to start planning aqueducts and transitioning into attack. Obviously, the 44 ballista that we have are holding up well enough. I have enough resources to plant 6 villa, which is what I'm going to do this collection, and I only have 50 extra happiness, so it's going to totally mutilate my happiness. But tomorrow's collection is actually going to be collect and delete cottages to balance happiness, and from there we're pretty much into the end game at that point, and it's just villas and farms and arches, and that's it, and fill in all the gaps with attack. So I might plant one arch this round. I obviously have the resources to do basically whatever I want, but I'm going to plant at least one arch just so my happiness isn't completely upside down, and then a shit ton of villas. So let's get it done. So changes made. 2 arches down. I was going to do 1 originally, decided to do 2 because it kind of sets me up for the aqueduct ability back here. So the extra arch is kind of in anticipation of the happiness consumption there. This cottage can eventually get packed up to that road and just leave the archer disconnected. But I'm going to leave it connected for now, since we're not filling in that space with decorations just yet. Planning 4 villa this round. I'm not going to rush them. The only thing I deleted to do all this was all of my tile houses. I haven't deleted cottages yet. We might have to delete a cottage or 2 next round to balance happiness, which is fine, because at that collection we're not trying to rebuild those housing locations. If anything, we'll just delete 2, print our last round of ballista for the season, stockpile maybe a couple hundred of them, just delete the cottages, and then fill in with the aqueducts behind that. So not really trying to rebuild housing at this point after we delete it. Not super worried about that. Villas will be built tomorrow morning. They won't be collectible, but they'll be built tomorrow morning. So the collection will be 10 hours behind that. It'll be tomorrow night when I collect those. And then all the coin resources from Villa will start, what was that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Villa, 7 Villa, 7 farms. That's actually pretty reasonable. We'll end up keeping a few cottages into the end, I think. Tomorrow morning's collection, though, without the rushed villa, is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11 cottages at 20,000. So 220,000 coin, plus the 167 that we've carried over from this round, is probably 3 aqueducts. I'm going to do the aqueducts first. Just delete some of those cottages. The villas will be cooked for the collection after that, so we don't really need the coin as much. Just plant the villas, or the aqueducts, sorry. The villas will take care of the coin that we're gonna lose by deleting cottages, but by planting the aqueducts, we're not gonna need to print troops for a while. We still have 42 and they're not dying currently, so those extra 3 aqueducts are just gonna keep them alive even longer. And then at some point before level 11-ish, we'll print 100 ballista or whatever, just to guarantee that we have enough troops to make it into the end game. And then the fun part is going back through and selling everything that we've built. Cottages, farms, everything. We're going to sell it all and fill it with towers. So Conrir is smashing it. That's a blast. I planted 3 farms in a single collection this morning, and then tonight I planted 2 arches and 4 villa in a single collection. And you guys are watching me do this. Like, I'm not spending shards. If I'm actually accumulating shards as I do this, I'm not spending shards. It's a blast. Let's jump back over to Arva Hole and figure out how to unfuck that. Back in Arv, let's get this collection done. Sell some tile houses. We're gonna move these. Get another amphitheater in there. I'm gonna copy the tile house strategy that I used in Conrir. That actually worked out really well. So we're gonna copy that to some extent this round. Do want to get some aqueducts planted though, just to be able to fight. It's annoying to not be able to do that. Let's finish our puny little collection, which is actually not terrible. That's enough for 2 aqueducts, and then this whole back group is going to be. I might actually plant an arch and an aqueduct. I think that might be better. Let's get that set up though. Arch planted, aqueduct down. We're gonna have to mess with happiness again next round, just with all these extra tile houses. But that kind of copies the Conrir strategy of getting farm number 4 here in Arva Hall pretty quickly, and then the rest of the collection goes to ballistas. So cool that we were actually able to accomplish that. I'm combat ineffective in the map. I wasn't able to fight with the 6 aqueducts that I have, and I'm definitely not going to be able to fight now that this timer is going to reset in 17 minutes. I'm definitely not going to be able to fight until that one's cooked as well. But tomorrow should be pretty set up to get farm number 4, and then spend the rest of the season printing aqueducts and towers. So kind of getting back on track. I screwed myself yesterday with the printing and donating that many archers. Like, yes, it's good to contribute to the guild, print and donate 10 or 20 of them, you know, just to contribute to the guild, spend some actions, but it really set my city back to spend an entire collection on that. So getting back on track now. A few resources left over in the bar, like that's enough to plant a cottage, which I don't want to do because it's gonna mutilate my happiness for next round, you know. But I have enough resources to do that, so hopefully we can actually start making some catch up here in Arva Hall. I think that's it for this round. Conrir is already done, so that's it for Arva Hall, and it sucks having that empty action bar. It does suck, but not bad for my first season in this world. This is my first QI season here in Arva Hall, so I'm actually not disappointed with it, and I think knowing and understanding the boundaries here in Arva Hall is going to help me be a little bit more effective next season. So more to come. Bye guys.